Good morning. Let's try again. Good morning. We're live this morning, seeing what the market has, at least in the pre-market, what has happened overnight, what's going on today, what's in preparation coming for tomorrow, because we do have FOMC coming tomorrow. We'll need to keep that in mind as we trade. We got to keep that in mind. Okay, let's see if we can get us up and running. Good morning. Morning. Hey, Rhonda. How are you? Doing okay? Trying to see this. Let the video start so I can make sure I can see the comments as well. Make sure I can see the comments. There we go. Didn't want to cough in your ear. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, let's see what we got going in the pre-market this morning. It is 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning. It's a little chilly down here in Jacksonville. Wherever you are, I'm sure it's a little breezy there too, because this is the season we're in. What are you doing? This is the season that we're in. It's just a little cool. This is for the cool in you. This is for the cool in you. I want to pin this. Maybe not. Okay. Share my screen. Let's do that. All righty. This is what SPX is doing right now. So this is what the market has going at this point. We have now dropped below this 200 period moving average. This is on the 5-minute chart though. So if we're looking at the daily chart just to see what the days have been doing, this is where we are on SPX. Lots of upwards movement happening here. And I'm showing it like this so you can just see the trend. There's a trend going up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We're going up, up, and away. Let's look at the VIX this morning. The VIX is 13.73. It is Tuesday, January 30th. We are almost closing out this month. Ready to move on into my birthday month. My birthday is next month at the end, February 28th. But we're closing out January. This January has seemed to last a while, though. January is lasting a while. 1373 on the VIX. GM shares jump after earnings blaze past estimates. All right now, come on now, GM. U.S. futures take a breather as earnings flood in. We'll look at earnings here in a minute. 31 charts that explain the markets and the economy right now. Super micro surges as revenue forecasts raise ignites AI rally. Listen, we got the big earnings coming up. Big earnings, Microsoft, Alphabet. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. And then tomorrow we've got FOMC. So we must keep that in mind. At this point, our pre-market though, Dow futures is down 0.22%, S&P futures down 0.22%, NASDAQ futures down 0.26%, oil is down, and US 10-year bonds are down. Everything is red. Stock futures slip as investors prepare for big tech earnings. In Europe, though, everything is green. European markets move higher. Eurozone GDP data shows Germany on the brink of a recession. Join the countries, because so are we. All the green over in Europe, and all these are good greens, but 0.4, 0.22 is the lowest. In Asia, we've got a mixed 50-50, well, 60-40. ASX 200 is green, 0.29%. Nikkei is green, 0.11%. Kospi, though, is red, 0.07%. Hang Seng, which is down 2.32%. That's pretty big. And Shanghai is down 1.83%. Hong Kong, China market slide in the wake of Evergrande liquidation order. This is what happened a couple years ago. I'm telling you, over Thanksgiving, Evergrande had their issues with their real estate, and our market was affected as a result because these markets are all literally tied together. Don't you ever believe that anybody is operating like all as an island unto themselves. We're all tied in together. So today we have in our meetings, as far as data and things that are going to come out as announcements, at 9 this morning, we got S&P CS Composite, HPI year over year. It's an orange folder, and HPI month over month. I want to say this is the housing price index. Let me make sure that's what it is. Yep, house price index is HPI. Care because of them. It's a leading indicator of the housing industry's health because rising house prices attract investors and spur industry activity. Definitely I'm not inspectors, investors. Definitely investors are coming in. As the interest rates are going up, investors are looking to move their money into houses and real estate and coming in with what they call creative deals. Creative. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Vonda. Hey, Adrian. Hey, Sizzling. Good morning, everybody. Joel's job openings happens at 10 o'clock, and CB Consumer Confidence is also at 10 o'clock. Both of those are red folders. Both of those are red folders. Lady T, good morning. Let me see if anything else is over here on investing.com. Sometimes they have other meetings. HPI, 9 o'clock, same thing. 10, 10:30, we got Dallas Fed Services revenues and Texas Services Sector Outlook. And then API Weekly Crude Oil Stock. That's a little bit later as well. Let's look at some earnings. See what we got in the wake of earnings, right? So this is Tuesday morning. Pfizer, General Motors, UPS, JetBlue, MSCI. MSCI, I want to say they fall in the semiconductor space, but they could be AI. AO Smith, Marathon, ACI, HCA Healthcare. And then after market today, after close today, we've got AMD, Microsoft, Alphabet, Starbucks. Ooh, gonna be heavy after the market today. Trading earnings is literally like a lottery. Even though some people go with technical analysis, which is cool. I think we should always use technical analysis. The only problem I see with sometimes your technical analysis doesn't work for earnings because something can be said that you don't necessarily know about, or it can be, a plus or a minus, and it goes the opposite way, right? So the earnings could be good and then the price will still drop. Earnings can be bad and the price will still rise because people like whatever is said, right? They like whatever is said. Tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, we're going to have Boeing, MasterCard. I think this is an insurance people. Phillips 66, Roper, Thermo Fisher, UMC, and then the NASDAQ. Well, not the NASDAQ. NASDAQ as a company, Boston Scientific, and Teva. That's all tomorrow morning on earnings. So I know this week what we did, um, we were talking about making sure that we didn't trade some of things like Amazon and Google and those until after they reported earnings. We got our credit spread list I'm going to go through in a minute. But I took Amazon and Google. I took XLK off because that's a tech stock. I think I might have took one more thing off. That was earnings this week. So you of course always use wisdom. You're the CEO of your own portfolio, and I'm just here to help. I'm not offering any investment advice, but I know that if you don't have a really good strategy for earnings, if all you're doing is, so and so said it's going to go up, then you should have a better plan than that. And it just may go up because so and so said, but it might not. And you want to feel like you're making the decision for yourself, not because so and so said. Okay? That's what I'm saying about that. Let's look at Adam's numbers. Adam Mancini is somebody we find on Twitter or on X. He trades the ES, so he trades ES futures, And futures, the ES has a bit of a gap between that and SPX. At this point, it's about a 25-point gap. So that's why you see these numbers are changed. So when you're looking at, if you decide you're going to follow Adam on Twitter, which I would suggest, he's a great level to level trader and he offers good technical analysis and good levels. But if you're going to follow him, you need to know that he's using the ES. We're maybe doing SPX or XSP. You need to know that there's a difference between those two. The difference kind of widens and spreads. It's, gets closer and further. But you need to know from day to day what's the difference. And the way you can do that, I go on TradingView and I put the S&P next to the ES on two slides, and I look at the difference in the current price and I subtract it. And that's how I know what the gap is between those two. And then I make that into these numbers. Okay. So he said, yesterday I was looking for a trend move to the upside all day off of 48.89, was supporting SPX. And after 3 days of building a textbook base, we broke 4,900 and ran to 49.29 target. The plan today, messy action until FOMC. 49.17, 49.02 are supports. 02 is the lowest, must hold to keep 49.29 and 49.38 alive next. Okay. If you're trading XSP, then you've got 494. It's kind of the top number, and 490. XSP is 10% of SPX. So you can just move the decimal one place over for XSP. They're both cash settled. We like cash settled because you don't have to worry about stock, you have to worry about shares. At the end of the trade day, if it goes well, you get to keep your money. If at the end of the trade day it don't go well, then you pay your money. No shares to worry about. Did I get a sign? Am I gonna get exercised? Yeah, nope. Which is also why we can do the PDT hack on SPX because there's no shares to worry about. All you're doing is you're leveraging both sides to lock in your profits. Okay. If you're not sure what I'm talking about with the PDT hack, I did create a video on my YouTube channel. I was seeing if I had the video here written here, and I don't think I do. But on my YouTube channel, I um, uploaded a video or two about the PDT hack. You can also purchase it in an ebook at my website. I think it's $17 or something like that for the PDT hack in written form. I know for me, sometimes the videos work. Sometimes I want to have it in writing, and sometimes I want both. Okay, I want to be able to see the words, and it seems like it sticks better. And sometimes I want to be able to watch videos because I want to be able to maybe do it quicker. I'm looking here for, maybe we'll go to my channel one day soon. PDT. There we go. PDT hack. Okay, I'm going to grab this link. Go share it. Share it. Share and share alike. Where are we? There we are. Comments. Okay, I put that video link in the chat if you wanted to watch the PDT hack, or of course you could make a purchase of the book. Of course, the videos are here. You can make a purchase, $17 of the book at Educator to Trader. .com. You can do that. Okay. Let's look at what trades we got set for this week. Did anybody enter any trades for this week so far? I believe I entered, look here, I entered XLC and XLB. I entered XLC and XLB. Those were the two that I did yesterday. I looked at a few others, but I didn't. I'm not sure if my XLB even picked up. I don't think my XLB picked up. I believe I only have XLC. United Airlines, I'm going to go back and look at that one again. Amazon and XLK, these two need to come off. Why do I keep bringing that up? I need to update. Need to update this slide. Okay, let me go back in here and share my screen. There we go. This is what we're supposed to be looking at. I need to change that inside the slides. The other one had Amazon and Google on here in XLK, and I took those off because they have earnings this week. May still trade Google after earnings, may still trade Amazon and AMD, but you don't have any reason as a credit spreads person to get in front of the train. There's no reason, right? So with credit spreads, with selling, theta decay and time expiration works in our behalf. So it's better for us to wait. There's no benefit to getting in on Monday when you can really get in on Wednesday or Thursday. The difference is you may get a different set of premiums, but you can get closer to expiration and not have to worry about your trades, your strikes getting blown through because of earnings. Just wait. We'll just wait for those till after they've reported, and then we'll go look, do another assessment of what the chart looks like, and make a determination then, right? Okay. Cisco is one I said I was going to look at. UAL, Cisco. Um, I think those were the only ones. SoFi. Oh, SoFi ran up. I'm gonna go check and see if it's still up there. It was up above $9 yesterday after earnings. That's the other one that I left on here because I figured they were going to. SoFi was going to go up yesterday. Did anybody enter any trades yesterday? What trades? Any credit spreads did we enter? Any credit spread? I know Tanya usually gets into a few of them. What credit spreads did we enter? Let's go look at a chart. Okay, let's see where SoFi is. Was it able to hold? I kind of thought it might not hold above $9, and it looks like it's at 8.92, so it's still up good. There's a gap that's here that SoFi is probably, hopefully, going to try to fill. There's a gap here. Click, click. There we go. This is a seller's gap. But the price looks like it's coming in to try to fill the gap. Price yesterday got into it a little bit, but it's a seller's gap, so that means there's sellers. And it looks like there was some sellers around $9, around that 9.20, 25 area, because that's where it bumped up to yesterday. It went up as high as 9.45 yesterday, actually. So there's sellers in here who had orders that may have been waiting from back when they purchased and said, well, if it gets back to 9.50, I'm selling. Generally, it's not the onesie twosie orders like us. It's really big orders of hedge funds and yada yada. So some of them, their sell orders that are waiting in between here, and as price comes in, it hits those sell orders, and then it goes back and sell. But now yesterday's earnings created another gap. Yesterday's earnings created a gap, a buyer's gap down here, because it jumped up. So that means there's buyers hanging out in here. In this big old area, there are buyers. I'm going to make this a little bigger so you'll know it's covering this whole area here. But that's what SoFi did yesterday. See what United Airlines. United Airlines went into their sales gap and got a little bit and came back out too. Let me make these a little bigger in case y'all are looking on phones or whatever. Okay. This is yesterday's candle for United Airlines. A lot of volatility. See how wide the Bollinger Bands are? But it went into the gap also, and it came on down. It filled the gap some. This would be a doo-doo. Hey, come on. I start typing too fast. Okay, so what's going on with that one? What else did I say I wanted to look at? Oh, I looked at Walmart yesterday too. We looked at Walmart on this call, I believe. These aren't my usual. What I said I was gonna look at? My usuals. Looked at your Cisco, and I feel like my eyes caught something else. Maybe it was Cisco. Cisco's been on an upward ride here for a good minute. Y'all see this trend going up? All right, let's see if we see some resistance up here, which I do see some in this area. Turn this to solid, solid, solid as a rock. So then we've got some support and resistance back here from November, middle of November. Cisco's been going up, though. I probably would go, if I was looking, I believe Cisco's on the, no, it's on the call credit spread listed. Because of this upwards motion, I probably would go with a put credit spread. Must be, let's see, what do I have as the strike? 53, yep. Well, I picked 53 for that because it's above this resistance area. That's from November. So a potential, listen, not investment advice. CCS at 53 or above, right? For my sellers, call credit spread might work at 53 or above. Definitely do all the things you need to do. Pre-market, it's at 5207. But there is some support here too. And if you wanted to have a little more support, you could see the 51. You could go down a little bit more and have a PCS at 51 or below. Actually, I probably would get 51, 51.5. I don't know if it's a 0.5 spread. If it's a 0.5 spread, you may be able to go to 51.5 on your trade with Cisco. Oh, y'all can't see the chart. Sorry, I'm just talking away. And I see now the comment saying we cannot see the chart. You know what? I thought I picked allow and it never did allow. Sorry about that. I'm just talking. Thank y'all for helping me out though. We can't see the chart. Can't see the chart. There we go. I'll go back to the ones I was just talking about. This is Cisco. I was looking at, there's resistance on Cisco back here, middle of November. That's where that resistance came from, but it's at just at the 52.96. On the graphic I provided, I have 53.54 as a call credit spread, but there may be opportunity in the put credit spread area if you get with 51 or 51.5 because there's some support right here too. So that was Cisco. I also said I was going to look at United Airlines, right? Did we look at UAM? I was showing United Airlines, I was showing you all the gap, how this price has gone into the gap on United Airlines and has come back out. The top of the gap definitely provides resistance. And then there's resistance at 44.50. So if I was going to look here, I would probably do, if possible, call credit spread at 44.5 or above. Not investment advice, just looking to see what's happening here. It is below the 20-point moving average, so it's also just kind of, see, it's been in a zone for a little while. It's not necessarily doing a lot of moving, but, use all the pieces and the parts. You want to use all your pieces and parts. There's a gap down here. This is a buyer's gap. Don't know why you won't just mark. Thank you. Okay. And below this gap may be maybe a PCS opportunity. You should be able to see my chart now. That's United Airlines. That's United. Mm. I guess nobody else entered any trades yesterday. I don't see anything. Maybe you're waiting, which is fine. But if not, I didn't see anything else there. Okay. We looked at our list of choices or list of trade opportunities. Do you usually do an iron condor or just one side? Well, Lady T, I always try to do an iron condor, but I start with one side. Um, if if I see if it's a clear move going up, then a lot of times I won't do the other side. Once I get the one side, in profit and cleared, I'll just leave it. But if it's just kind of languishing and I see an opportunity, I will try to do an iron condor. And that's because I'm not using any more collateral, but I'll pull in a little bit more in premiums. So it kind of depends. I try to, if I can do an iron condor, then I definitely try to do an iron condor. Okay. We have the small account challenge starting next week. It is starting next week. We got a good number of people who are registered. So if you're going to get in, you want to go ahead. The Telegram group is up and running so that there are people over there. I'm starting to put in um, information in the Telegram group that is giving them videos and things to get them prepped and understanding on how we're going to be successful with this. I also have emails that are going out to the small account challenge group. So if you're not signed up yet, if you're waiting around, you may be missing out on some of the information that's going to be good prep information for you. Okay, so go ahead and get registered. You can go to my website, Educator to Trader. It's the first icon there, and you can go ahead and get registered and hang out with us. Our objective is to grow your account. They can be small, they can be medium, they can be large. I trade credit spreads no matter what size the account is because you got benefits there. I'm actually putting out a video today about the money, what the money is that you need for credit spreads, right? That's going out this morning. Hopefully this morning. Yeah, the plan is this morning. Gotta finish it. Okay, small account challenge. That's happening starting next week. Remember, we are going left, right? Going left to the left to the left. One or two strategies. We're leaning into one or two strategies. Getting an education, where sometimes you need community to help you with the education and training. And then you're going to focus on the fundamentals. We've been doing a lot of fundamental training within our membership and within the Chart Your Way to 100K. We've been doing that every Saturday. We got one more Saturday. This week, we're going to talk about how do we chart and do our technical analysis for different strategies. We're going to lean in on strategies this week. And then we want to trade with the trading plan. Always trade with the plan. Membership, I just mentioned, $97 a month. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. When you're in my membership, then all those little challenges that I do, the extra things that I do that cost money, the people in my membership don't pay anything extra for those, right? So if you're in the membership and I run that, and I run the 4 week chart your way to 100K, they're automatically grandfathered in. If you're in my membership and we do the small account challenge, you're automatically in. And you get the other things. You get the Wednesday nights. You get me. You get all the things. People's like, oh, who cares about getting you? Well, I do know that if you are stuck in your trade and you're figuring out what to do on your trade and you send a message in a telegram, you want somebody to answer. You want somebody to answer, right? So in my telegram groups, I'm there and I answer. I don't always answer immediately because I do other things. I'm not only managing that, but you will get an answer from me or from somebody in my community who is knowledgeable enough to give you an answer. All right. But that all comes with the membership. Also at Educator to Trader, you can sign up for that. Okay. Market's getting ready to open. So I don't want to go away from here. Let me go back to here so we can see what we get when we open the market. SPX getting ready to open up in 1 minuto. Uno minuto. See if we get a gap up opening or what. Or do we just chill out? This is the closing from yesterday. Zero DTE. I need to do some more videos on zero DTE because that was we just opened. Ding, ding, ding. We opened down a little bit because, but with credit spreads, when you get comfortable out of your credit spreads, then you're going to be able to move into zero DTE credit spreads, where you're going to be able to trade every day with credit spreads and make 10% profits every day. When with the challenge we're working on now, we're going to look for at least 10% a week. But when you can use the zero DTE, you can make 8 to 10, 15% per day. And, it's a good, quicker way to even grow your account. But you want to have some good, solid knowledge before you jump in on that. We do have, it goes well when it goes well. And sometimes it doesn't because S&P can decide it's going to do what it's going to do. And you just like, what in the world? So it can be a lot. So that's why some of us just do for the week, but some people we still do for the day. Periodically, I'll jump in on one. I used to do them all the time, but they require a little more maintenance, and I don't have the bandwidth during the day to be in one spot watching SPX move around the chart. But there are people who do, and they make money doing it. All right. There's strategies that we have that go with if you want to get in the morning, you can use your PDT hack. You can get in at noontime and use another strategy we have. You can get in at 1:30, 2 o'clock, and then you can do power hour. And some people even do the last 15 minutes or the last 5 minutes. I got strategies, boom, 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 for any of those times that you want to get in on. Any of those times you want to get in on, you can grab hold to the let me remove this. You can grab hold to the SPX for daily profits. SPX for daily profits. Where is it? I need to put my little banner things in order because right now I can't always find what I'm looking for. We got what you're looking for. I don't even see it. I do not. This is a no bueno. That's supposed to be right there. Okay, go back to sharing the screen. This is SPX. I'm on a 1 minute chart. Let me change it to the 2 minutes. 2 minute chart. Look at these long wicks. Long wicks there, baby. Don't know which way we're going. We're going up, we're going down. The moving averages are crossing over, which in itself could mean going down, depending on what strategy that you're using. Good morning, Lisa. Hey, Karen. Hey, DM Pair. How are you? If y'all know people who would like to be growing their small accounts or they want to learn spreads, tell them to come on over and join the small account challenge. Tell them to come on over and join us. Not really much clarity. But now remember, at the first 5, 10, 15 minutes of the day, the orders that are processed are ones that came in overnight. So that's where people maybe put them in after close yesterday, put them in pre-market this morning. So you have to give it a little bit of time for those orders to clear out. Boom, 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 clear out, clear out. That way You can get some form of what kind of direction are we going? What kind of direction are we going in? At this point, we seem to be trying to go up a bit, but it's too early to tell. Some the people who are buying options a lot of times like to jump in on the first few candles if they got a strong belief that it's going one way or the other. Um, Others of us, the sellers, we wait to see because as a seller, you don't have to get into the volatility. You can just wait it out. Wait it out. Can you show the chart? I am showing the chart, Mr. Earl. Can you not see the chart? Yep, I'm showing the chart. 2 minute candles. This long wick down here would have let you know we may have been going up, but there was a long wick on the top too. This is the 5 minute candle. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Small time frame supports. Small time frame resistance. That's the 5 minute chart we're on. Mm-hmm. See if SoFi still goes. SoFi went back above $9. Yay! I'm happy. I like this for them. I want SoFi to continue going on up like it's supposed to be. Go on up a little higher. Amazon coming into earnings. This is the 5 minute chart. Open down. This is Google. They got earnings after market today. Does anybody still trade Starbucks? $93. Anybody trade Starbucks in this community? Oh, good, Mr. Earl. That's Starbucks. They've got earnings today too. I'm long on AMD just because of all that's going on. They have earnings today too. They have earnings today also. I had a friend of mine who would always say whatever it did during the day of earnings, it basically was going to do the opposite. He basically did. He would look to see what was it doing at the end of the day of earnings, and then that would be an indication to him that it was gonna. I mean, he just had a thing. I'm talking about Antoine. He really just had a knack for knowing directions. It was weird because he really couldn't explain it. He couldn't explain how he knew. He just was like, it's just gonna go up. He just would know. But this is AMD is on an upward trend, so it could be that it's gonna continue. No, again, not trading advice. Just know that it could just because of what's going on in the space. Nvidia. I think I saw somewhere. I think I put in our community that Nvidia was trying to. It's in the 630s. Lord, last time we talked about Nvidia, they were talking about it was gonna get to 500. It's at 630. Nvidia is like you cannot keep me down. Wow, that wasn't even that. Maybe a couple of weeks ago, it was at 500. Whew, that's a lot. Those who are trading Nvidia with shares, definitely. Do you all think Nvidia is going to split this year? Like have a stock split because their price is getting a little high. They need to have a stock split, maybe 3 for 1, 4 for 1, 5 for 1, maybe. That would be one. That would, 5 would be good to put it back down in the $100 range. That would be good. So one of y'all need to manifest it, speak it into existence. Okay, let's look at our data declaration so I can go ahead over it and teach these pre-calculus students. We're learning about graphing and writing equations of lines and circles and good stuff like that today. E2T Trader's Declaration. I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My account is growing more and more each week. I am a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I'm a level headed trader who does not trade my emotions. Lord, it is you who gives us the power to get wealth. You teach our hands to war with the purpose of establishing your kingdom. Help us today to trade wisely and strategically in order to fulfill this purpose. Give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen. 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 All right. Well, I want you all to definitely trade today with diamond hands. There's a lot happening in the market, a lot of volatility. You just want to be, wise. We want to be wise traders long term, not just, running just after the cash, but we want to use wisdom because we're planning to be here long term. Okay? We do two things. We want to definitely stay green and get this money. All right? I want you all to have a great green day. I'll see you in the market. All righty? Bye, everyone.